Whoa, please don't eat me.
Harry Thomas, I am sick of the critics' negative backlash on Venom. I will not eat you on the condition that you rate Venom the first perfect 5 stars out of 5. If you don't, we will eat both your arms, and we will eat both your legs, and then we will eat your face from your head, and then you will be a faceless, legless, faceless thing, like a turd in the wind.
What are you?
We are Venom.
Venom, directed by Ruben Fleischer, and is the solo movie for one of Spider-Man's greatest foes, Venom. So Venom tells the story entirely separate from the Spider-Man universe. This is just Venom's standalone origin story, where a black, oily alien known as the symbiote crashes on the planet, and this organization are holding it and studying it, and Eddie Brock, played by Tom Hardy, is going for a breakup with his girlfriend Anne, played by Michelle Williams, and unintentionally gets the symbiote latched onto him while he gets involved with this organization. And while the organization is literally tracking him down to the ends of the earth, he becomes Venom, and he eats dudes. He takes the military out, and he makes amends with Anne, and confronts an even deadlier symbiote villain, Riot. And this movie may not be rated R, but can it still be badass? Let's find out. Now, this is Venom's first appearance on the big screen in 11 years, since Topher Grace portrayed him in Spider-Man 3. Everybody will compare Topher Grace and Tom Hardy hugely. And you're telling me, critics, that you rated Peter fucking Rabbit a higher Rotten Tomatoes score than Venom? I don't trust critics nowadays. How could they hate this masterpiece? Venom totally isn't the turd in the wind that the critics are making it out to be. I don't blame everybody for hating Sony and labelling Sony as one of the most disgraceful movie studios. The shit that they've released has just piled up, from the Amazing Spider-Man duology to the Emoji Movie, and this year Peter Rabbit. But finally, we have a movie from Sony that's worth seeing. I can't believe I said that. Pay no attention to the overly negative and biased critics. Venom is not just extraordinarily underrated, it is one of the top 10 most freaking satisfying movies of 2018 as a whole. So to kickstart my positives, Tom Hardy, let's be honest, of the two Venoms, he is the superior Venom to Topher Grace. Even though I defended Topher Grace's Venom in Spider-Man 3, Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock and Venom is a little more accurate to the comics, as in the comics the symbiote was black and oily, and it contacted Eddie by telepathically sending him message to his head when it's like, Eddie, what? The interactions with Eddie and the symbiotes. What if you were having Christmas dinner with your family, or you were on a date, and this voice inside your head was screaming, Eddie? Then that would be awkward. You may want to be excused until you can shut that voice up. had me ridiculously fanboying out as such a Venom fan myself. I even have my Venom action figure, and throughout this movie we were yelling from the top of our lungs, "I heart Venom." And yeah, this version of Venom, fucking badass. From especially the design and Tom Hardy's voice acting, and yeah, and I also cares that there's so much more for the romance with Eddie and Anne more than I thought I was. It's more relevant to the plot than you'd think it would be in a Venom movie. We even get to see Anne bond with the symbiote and become a female Venom, if you know what I mean. It goes to show that villain and anti-hero origin stories can show a human side to a iconic comic book villain, and can even help you sympathize with them, and you know, in this movie, Venom's sort of misunderstood. Sure, he eats humans, but he's just simply, you know, a predator who needs to live, just like any predator in the animal kingdom. What a original comic book movie this is. This is telling the story of a super villain this time instead of a superhero. A Venom movie to fully explore the character is a movie that I would have loved to have seen ever since I became a fan of Marvel in the first place, and I am relieved Spider-Man never shows up in this movie. It would have been forced fan service if Spider-Man cameos, and I don't care that this movie isn't rated R. Not every superhero movie needs to be rated R to be awesome. The action sequences, they are still as badass as you get. With Venom, literally, he fucking owns the military and the dudes from the organization. I'm like, just military, you better scurry, get the fuck out of here whenever Venom is in town. This is a perfect movie to be released in fall, as it has the Halloween feel. That's how dark the character of Venom truly is, and how he's portrayed in this movie. And I don't mind that the antagonist starts out being the head of the organization. He gets far more intimidating in the finale of this movie, where he becomes the symbiote villain Riot. Carnage isn't in this movie, sadly. No Carnage, but to make up for that, they have a Riot. It's super dramatic and one of my favourite finales of 2018. I have no negatives with Venom. Yeah, you may think I'm too kind to this movie, but it deserves generosity instead of hate. Venom is awesome, guys. Venom's such a awesome movie, guys. It more than does him justice, and it's the one movie this fall that's I've rated 5 stars out of 5. Get off your asses and go and see it. I give Venom 5 stars out of 5. Best movie ever. Which character portrayed by Tom Hardy do you like better? Bane from The Dark Knight Rises or Venom? Let me know in the comments section below. Well, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what did you think of Venom? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and on Google Plus and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.